to get out of here, and I apologize for my tardiness. But as Joe said, I had a little difficulty getting up here this morning. So some of the candidates were at the state party open house last night, so we moved our location. If you're not aware of that, we moved out of the Lincoln location in Oklahoma City over to Classen Boulevard, just a couple miles away. It's a great new location, and we had about 70 people at the open house last night, way more than we expected. So it was a great turnout. We were really glad to see everybody that was able to make it. And I would like to extend an invitation to all of you that when you are in Oklahoma City, please drop by and say hello and come by the office and make sure you know where it is. There is a Veterans Committee meeting tomorrow at the state party headquarters at 1 o'clock. Yep. So, in the conference room. The Oklahoma County Party has a weekly lunch at the office, so if you're down there on Friday afternoons, stop by and say hello and stop by and see the Oklahoma County Democrats. They usually have somebody come and speak. Today was Mike Whalen. He was talking about some fundraising for candidates and some county officials from the surrounding area. We've had State Question 779, State Question 777, Black Lives Matter. Those are just a couple of the groups that have been at the Oklahoma County lunch lately. So in 3 weeks, 2 weeks and 6 days from today, we have Joaquin Castro is coming to Tulsa. It'll be Thursday, September 1st. It would be great to see all of you out there at that event. We expect that he will talk a lot about what's going on within the Hillary campaign, what we can do as far as Oklahoma, because like Elaine said, it's really unlikely that Oklahoma is going to be blue for the president, and that's really sad. However, I also echo what Joe said. There is a possibility if the Republicans split their vote and we can have voter turnout. I mean, we had 13% voter turnout in the primaries. That's abysmal. So our focus with the state party is voter turnout, especially for the down ballot candidates. So we're talking about Congress, we're talking about State House and State Senate. You know, the Hillary campaign is in our office. They are Nicole McAfee, which I know a lot of you have met her before. She was the Hillary state director during the primary, went after the primary and worked in a couple of other states, and she's back in Oklahoma and in the office 6 days a week doing phone banking and phone banking is calls, phone banking, volunteer outreach, and they're going to start doing some door knocking in the next few weeks. So get involved with Nicole if you're interested in getting involved with the Hillary campaign. But I cannot stress enough the importance of getting voters to turn out, especially for our down ballot candidates. We have a tremendous opportunity this year. We have more Democrats that filed this year to run for state legislative seats than we have had in 10 years. That is because the people of Oklahoma are tired of what is going on at the Capitol. We are tired of budgets that are in the hole. We are tired of Republicans borrowing money to get us out of the hole. Now Mary Fallon is talking about we have a $140 million surplus. I'm pretty sure that woman needs a dictionary, because if we had a surplus, that means that we would have paid all of our bills. We would not have a budget deficit. You can't call it a surplus if we are $1 billion in the hole and starving state agencies and having programs shut down and eliminated. You can't call that a surplus. So she is playing politics with a phrase to make her Republican candidates look better on the ticket this year. And we have to take that message to the voters. We have to get on the phone, we have to get on the doors and talk about the fact that this is not a surplus. The Republican Party has ruined this state, and we have an opportunity this year to get good candidates elected up and down the ticket. And this is a prime year for us to do that, because we are setting ourselves up. What we do in 2016 is going to set us up for 2018, when we have statewide elective offices, when we have the governor's race, when we have lieutenant governor, when we have attorney general. all of those offices that we are looking for statewide elections, we have to set ourselves up and we have to start putting in down ballot candidates in the Capitol that can support the policies that these statewide candidates are going to run on in 2 years. But we have to start that process now, and we have to get voters to turn out. 13% voter turnout is not acceptable, and we all have to get out and go knock doors and make phone calls and talk to everybody. And I will say this, there are so many people in the state that are afraid of talking about the fact that they are a Democrat. I ran 2 years ago, and that was one of the things when I would go knock a door and somebody would say, well, no, you can't put a sign in my yard because I'm the only Democrat on the street. And I'm like, I just knocked 6 other houses that were all Democrats within 2 blocks of your house. But everybody thinks that. So they have to be, we have to reach out to them so that they understand, that they are aware that they are not the only ones on their street, in their neighborhood, in their community, at their school, within their PTA, that we are all together and we have a responsibility as voters, we have a responsibility as activists to get out and get these people out to go vote. I cannot stress enough absentee ballots either. Absentee ballots are winning elections right now. Absentee ballots helped Cindy Munson win that election. Absentee ballots helped J.J. Dossett win his election. Those are 2 Republican seats that we picked up. The Republicans are afraid right now because we are taking seats away from them. We have great candidates in great Republican strongholds that are making them nervous. And that is a good place for them to be, because we're going to start taking seats away from them, and we're going to start this year. We already started, but we're going to do more than 2. We're going to pick up, but we can't do that without the support of everybody in this room and everybody that you know, and that we are getting out and talking to voters. So we are going to have a lot of things going on with the state party in the next couple of months leading up to the general election. I encourage you to keep up on our Facebook page, keep up on our website. We also hired a new communications director on Wednesday. So yesterday was her first full day. Her name is Angela Allman. She's great. She's been in business for herself, doing marketing and public relations for a long time, she and her husband both. And I've known her for a while. We had a lot of really great candidates, but it came down to the fact that she is a tremendous asset to the party, and so I'm really excited that we have a new communications director. We have a great staff working in Oklahoma City, and I encourage all of you to keep in touch with us, get involved. If you need anything, our door is always open. You can pick up the phone, you can call me. If you need help with Van, you call Andrew, you can call me. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, because we are there to support you. We are there to support our candidates, and that is what we are going to do, not just for the next 88 days, but for, that's what we're there for. And I want you all to know that anything that you need, you can come in and you can pick up the phone and get a hold of somebody. So does anybody have any questions for me? Yes?
You mentioned Van. How's Andrew doing with the backlog of access to Van for precinct chairs?
So he is working through, but if you are still waiting on access and you feel like you've been caught up in the backlog, please talk to me afterwards. And if there are other people that are either here or you know of that have been waiting for access, please let me know immediately so that we can